Hi guys, it's Wei. I hope you're doing well. So today I have this very beautiful lawn stem yellow rose here, and so I wanted to paint it and I decided to make a video of this from the beginning to the end. Actually, I will break this video into two parts. The first part will be about how to draw a rose, and the second part will of course be about the watercolors. This is an idea that some of you suggested I do, so I thought I would do it. Finally, I would do it today. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to do this painting in the Strathmore watercolor journal, and I know I've already made a video of this journal where I've said some negative things about it, but I'm still hanging on to it, so I guess that's a good thing. And I think after a while it doesn't really bother me that much, the fact that the front and the back side of the paper are not really consistent. I guess it's okay, I'm pretty okay with it right now. Sometimes I think it kind of makes things interesting. Okay, let me just set up my camera first. So today I'm going to paint on I guess I would say the back side of this paper, which is more like a cellulose kind of paper. And let me see if I can find my brush. They're usually just lying around, and I don't know, sometimes I'm not a very organized person, and because of that, I would just leave my brushes around. So because of that, I've destroyed actually quite a few brushes. Yeah, so I'm going to use this brush that I think you already know is the number 0 brush, the mop brush from Raphael. And I will use this Lily paint. As you can see that I didn't clean the palette again. Alright, I'm just gonna do it right now. Okay, so no wait, this is actually for later. Because today I'm going to just make a drawing video. I know I used to skip this part because it usually doesn't take me a very long time to draw, and sometimes I even skip the drawing part. But that's not always easy to do, especially if you're not confident enough with watercolors, or if you're just learning to paint in watercolors. It's always recommended to start with the drawing. I do have a couple of sketch pencils, HB or 2B sketch pencils laying around, but I think today I'm just going to use, this kind of pencil that I believe everybody has. If you guys have been following me for a while, then you should probably know that I'm not very picky when it comes to, pencils and stuff. I usually, actually I think I do most of my drawings with this kind of pencils, and or just whichever pencil that I can get my hands on. So I guess the message I'm sending here is that it's okay to start with materials that are not really pro. For me, painting should be, first of all, it should be about fun, and then techniques and other things. Okay, let's just start. I don't think I can get the rose to be in the same frame, but I would try to put a picture here so that you guys can see when I'm drawing. So I guess I'm going to start with whatever is in the middle. You won't see me do a lot of details on this drawing because this is only a guidance for the painting that I will do later on. So I'm just trying to get the shape of it, and it doesn't matter if I'm making lines that are not really perfect, that are not correct. So, okay, so that's the, the wind. Alright, I'm just trying to get some of the important lines and shapes of the flowers and the petals. I don't usually make a lot of drawing videos because I don't think I'm, you know, very good at drawing. Sometimes I just start drawing and the proportions will be, you know, really wrong. I was actually going for a smaller rose, but it didn't happen, so I guess that would be fine. hope you guys don't mind the silence. You know, now that I think of it, it's actually the first time that I'm making a video where I talk and paint. I mean, draw at the same time. I usually get distracted, but yeah, sometimes I get, you know, a little concentrated on the painting that I just can't think of anything to say. So when you're drawing for a painting, it's okay that you don't draw all the details. Of course you can, but then again, I think it really depends on how much you think is enough. How much drawing is going to be enough for your painting. Okay, so I think I'm going to just stop right here, and this should be okay enough for me to watercolor now. Yeah, oh, I forgot this little petal right here. Okay, now you can see that it's actually quite big for the page, and it's sort of, you know, going onto the second page, and I hope it's not too weird. You probably noticed that these lines are kind of dark. Normally I would do much lighter than this, but this is just for, you know, the sake of this video, so that you guys can see a little bit clearer. I'm sort of just drawing it with the normal pressure. But if you don't want the lines to show in your painting later on, you might want to use very light pressure. As long as you can see the lines, even if they're not very visible, but you know, as long as you can get the general idea of where things should go. Okay, so I'm going to just leave the drawing like this, and if you guys would like to know how I finished this painting in watercolors, be sure to stay tuned for part 2.